there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 4 video on my channel. So in today's video we're going to be taking you through the whole of the Horizon Spring season from Series 31, which as you can see in the festival playlist across all 4 seasons, this is the last season. So it is the last season where you'll be able to do the monthly rivals and the online adventure if you want. If you haven't done it already, obviously. With the rivals you just need to post a clean lap in the C8, so no crashing, no rewinding, no missing checkpoints. Whilst the online adventure, you have to qualify for tier 3 in any of the categories, so racing, games or free-for-all racing. And then once you've qualified for ranked, if you haven't done so already, then you just do one adventure per month, and it marks it gold. You don't have to win, and you can do it in any of the categories that you're ranked for. And that's it in the festival playlist, so that's it for them too. So in today's video we'll be going through what cars I'm suggesting for the championships. We'll do the stunts, thankfully they're a bit easier this time. Go through the games, the trial. If you need any of the help with the dailies, obviously leave a comment. So we've got 2 cross-country ones at the top. Air skills, you can just go to the castle beach if you need. Near miss, just go on the motorway at a certain speed and try and get as close as you can to the AI. Lumberjack, just go in the forest and find a tree stump. Ultimate drift or e-drift, just pick your favourite drift car. If you don't have one, then leave a comment, I'll suggest a couple. And then 75,000 skill score, just get a skill chain. So if it's times 5, then that is 15,000 times 5, so that's pretty easy. The weekly Forzathon Stuttgart Heraldry is quite a long one this week, but I did a video on that yesterday. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. Whilst for the Forzathon Shop, you've got the 2008 Koenigsegg CC GT, you got some weird stuff here, and the Volvo Iron Knight. If you do have some Forzathon points, I highly suggest that you don't get the Iron Knight, because I have 4 of them, and they are shocking. There's hardly any customisation, and you can only really use them for Forzathons. Like next week we have to drive a truck, so that's fun. Unless I've got, oh no, it won't be. Sorry, I'm lying. It's because we've got to get the update. So that's what I had last time when I did the wrong Forzathon. These two. So yeah, to ignore exactly what I've said there. It's because we haven't got the update yet, so my game hasn't updated. So hopefully we won't have to drive a truck. So I wouldn't suggest getting that. It's also in the auto show anyway, but if you've got at least 600 points, you can get 100 from completing the weekly Forzathon challenge. Unless you own the Lake Lodge, which is free with VIP, then you get 200, so that boosts it even more. And you can also get them by completing the dailies. They are 10 or 20, and then Forzathon Lives 30 for completing all 3 rounds, and 60 if you have the Lake Lodge. And then if you complete all the dailies and the weekly, you get a bonus 30 or 60. So that'll help boost you. The CCGT is such a good car. It honestly is. I think I've got 4 of them now because I bought another one. They're that good. It's just amazing. Any like S2 road racing for speed zones and stuff, they're just so grippy. It's insane. I've yet to make a tune of my own on it, but seems I've got 4. I'm gonna give it a crack and see if I can create a really good tune for you guys. So you can follow the Forzathon guides to get enough points to get that, and I'm also going to be using it for one of the stunts this week. You don't need it, but you can get that car before you do the stunt that I'll show you in a minute if you want. So the photo challenge, all you have to do is take a photo of any hypercar at Edinburgh Castle. So if we just have a look, hypercars, I'll just filter it quickly. So hypercars, Bugattis, some Ferraris here, the Hennessy, Ital Design, Koenigseggs, quite a lot of them, Lamborghinis, not the Hurricane, that's a supercar, but the Aventadors and stuff like that, the Lego Senna and Chiron, the Speedtail, P1, Senna, Noble, Pagani, Porsche, Rimac, W Motors, Zenvo, any of them. Take them up to here. If you have fast travel it'll be quicker, but otherwise here, if I just put the filter on so you can see the house, where's the house is there, so there you go, Edinburgh Castle, so just at the top of this road here, so about there, and just make sure that that's in it, with your hypercar, and then you'll have a super wheel spin and 3%. Right, let's just go back into the festival playlist before we carry on. So for 50% you can get the Bentley Turbo R, that was a few months ago, I think it was update 26 actually, along with the Nissan 370Z Formula Drift. That's quite a good drift car, mine's all-wheel drive. I do have a link my tune shared for it, the S2 tune, so you can download that if you want for getting 80%. And you can get 80% by following this guide simply. And then also this season, if you've missed a few dailies like I did, I missed 2 there. I got 100% in summer and winter, but if you missed a few dailies, you might not have the 80% yet, so you better go at 80% for the Shelby Daytona in this season as well. Right, so other cars you can win this season, so I don't have to read them out after each championship. From the trial, you get the Toyota Celica, quite a nice car. From the games, you get a truck. So I wouldn't waste your money on the Iron Knight in the shop when you get one anyway, even if you don't win. You don't even have to win the games. People rage quit all the time. Don't quit, even if your team's losing and you think that you should be winning. Just do it. You can get from this championship, you can get a biker jersey. If you don't want to waste your time, then don't do it, but I always do them. You can get the brand new Honda S800 teeny weeny car from that 70s championship, and then the Bentley 8 litre, which I believe, is that the one that's in the barn find, or is that the 4.5 litre? I can't remember. But anyway, in the backstage vote this week, if we just have a look, so last week the Honda won. I thought I had that actually, but anyway, so I'll be buying that. And then this week is a bit of a strange one. I know they're both American, but Plymouth Fury versus the Chevrolet ZR2 Colorado pickup. I voted for the Chevy because Plymouths are just useless. I have 2 of them anyway, and I'd rather have different class tunes for the Chevrolet. So, and as you can see, 62% have voted for that, so I can guarantee it's probably going to win unless a load of American people come along and start voting for the American classics, but we'll see. And then in the Super 7 this week, if you still realise that's a thing, you've got the Porsche 917 LH retro race car thing. It's not in the auto show, so if you want it for the collectors, then you can have it, but I wouldn't really buy it, or well, I wouldn't really do it if you don't want it unless you're just having fun. Right, anyway, so on to the stunts. So I'm gonna try and vary the cars this week, so you can see a few different cars. So for the jump, it's the Leap of Faith danger sign. You need 130 meters, and it's in like the bottom of the map in Broadway. So a really easy one, which is why I'm in the Bowler. So you do need to take the Bowler for another championship. We'll go over that in a minute. But I have an S1 tune for it. I'll just quickly show you it. There we go, it's kept my search results from yesterday, that's handy. So I have 3 tunes. That one's created for one of the championships. That's an old one, shocking tune. But this is the one here, so if you want it, 126786541. I'm not going to put it in the description, but if you did miss it, then feel free to leave a comment and I'll tell you the code, or you can just search up my gamer tag anyway. So for the Leap of Faith danger sign, you don't really need many meters or feet, so you can literally just go from this junction here. Just make sure you don't hit the trees that are hidden by the bushes, and make sure that you don't aim for the...
You have arrived at your destination.
That didn't trigger. Okay then, thanks Forza, that was helpful. So make sure you hit it like, so you don't go crashing into the houses like I'm about to do. Oh, I just managed to save myself there, so it'd be better if you tried to land on the road here, but it's quite hard when you've got bushes and you can't see where the ramp is. But anyway, that's that, and I think that's flashing to tell me that I've got 80%, yeah, so Series 31 80%, so I get the Shelby, yay. I don't normally do this in the video, but it'll annoy me if I keep seeing that flashing thing, so there you go. Right, let's move on. That might not occur for you, by the way, so if you're wondering why it's not doing it straight away, it's maybe because you're not like me and you haven't got that far to be able to do it if you missed dailies or whatever. So Peak Moor Speed Trap, another kind of easy one, apart from the fact that there's a bit of a corner before it. Whichever way you go, this way is uphill, so I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to try and do it in the Bowler, because why not? I might have to change car, but 175 mile an hour isn't really that hard for an S1 car, so as you can see, my PB isn't that high. It's because not really a regular speed trap that I do, but I would normally do them all in the Mosler, but I want to vary it a bit, and give you some more suggestions, because I always use the same car and it can get a bit boring and people don't really know what other cars to take if they haven't got it. So I would suggest going from this way anyway, so you go in starting like on this side of the motorway. There's the motorway beneath us there. So you can cut the corner a bit if you want to maintain your speed. And I didn't actually do it then. It was a bit bizarre. Well, it's a bit embarrassing really. Right, let's just go a bit further back. If you're in like a hypercar or anything, like a Koenigsegg, a Mosler, Ferrari, you won't need to go this far back, but because I'm doing it in an off-road car and I'm being an idiot, then obviously I need to do this. So cutting the corner can help maintain your speed, but you don't really need to do that if you're in a fast and grippy car. Oh, thanks AI. I'm in solo as well, so it's just going to go back. Normally I'm in Horizon Live, but because I've been in the festival tuning cars, that AI is making me take down all these poles. Oh, for God's sake, honestly. Gee whiz. Right, don't hit me. Thank you. For God's sake. You're probably all laughing at me and I won't blame you, to be honest. Stupid AIs. Right, come on. Make it. Oh, for God's sake. What the? Yeah, so if you're watching and you're wondering if you should do it in this car, I highly suggest not doing it unless it's like maxed out or something. Oh, wow. Ah, well that worked, didn't it? Shylo is doing a great job in today's video. He wants to keep it short, but he's, let's just say he's not doing very well. Did that do it? Didn't even trigger, did it? Because the leaderboard thing was on. Typical Forza, this is. Typical. Honestly. Not trying to be negative or anything, but it's quite annoying. When you're trying to show that you can do it in a drivable. I'll do it later, but just for the reference, don't do it in a Bowler. Just do it in like a Mosler, the Ferrari 599, the any Koenigsegg, Lamborghini, anything really. I just thought I'd give it a go, but apparently you're not really able to do it because it doesn't have very good acceleration. So it has the speed, but when you have to cut the corner, I guess. Right, so then the Sudmos speed zone, 150 mile an hour. So you can go either way. It doesn't actually really matter on this one. It's not like anything's better. Like some corners can be taken better from different ways. It doesn't actually really matter. And this is the stunt where I'm going to use the CCGT Koenigsegg. So if you want to do this stunt in the car I'm about to do it in, get it from the Forzathon Shop first. So do the Forzathon first if you don't already have enough points. Where is Koenigsegg? It's at K, Shylo, on your alphabet. So as you can see, this is the one that's tuned, and then I bought one for one of my friends, but I haven't sold it to him yet, and then one's from the Forzathon Shop today. I bought another one, and then one is from somewhere else, so grand total of 4. So I'm going to sell one to one of my other friends. Now I use one to create a tune, and then if you desperately want one, I can sell you one if you leave a comment and leave your gamer tag. Right, so I might just go a bit further back just to make sure. I'm wanting to do this in one try, to be honest with you. Right, here we go. So as you can see, it's not the fastest, but it's made for grip. And you can literally just go whee and send it round the corner. Please don't use traction control, because traction control does nothing. And there you go, 170 mile an hour.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh no, it isn't. I must have just try-harded this one before. Right, anyway, that's the 3 stunts. So I know I didn't complete the speed trap, but I don't want to waste your time. And like I said, don't use the Bowler, use like the Mosler or something. I just wanted to vary it a bit. Right, anyway, on to the championship. So we'll start with the trial, dirt racing, B700 manufactured Toyota, and it's called Let's Go Places. So there's actually only 5 Toyotas in the auto show. One's in the welcome pack, one is in A class, the Toyota Baja thing, and the other 3 are lower classes. And then you've got all the others once Forza got the license that they've added. So this is in the auto show, but as you can see it's in A class. This is in the auto show, and these 2 boxes on wheels are. So I have a tune for the 2016 Toyota AT37. As you can see, it's not B700, but it handles really well. It's not the fastest, but you're able to ram the driver tires. Don't ram your teammates, but you're able to ram the driver tires, and it's cheap as well. I don't have a B700 tune for this one, but it's cheap, and it's quite tippy overy, so not really the best of cars, but if you want to use it, then obviously feel free. I did manage to get the Supra down to B700 with all-wheel drive, because it's B693 stock, and when you all-wheel drive swap it, it takes it to A class 705. But I put massive rims on at the back, so like train rims at the back. Put a Forza wing on at the back, as you can see. And what else did I do? I think I thickened the tyres at the back and did a few other things, and I managed to get it down. So it's not the fastest, but quite a lot of people have it as well, because it's in the Eliminator and it's in the auto show and people like to use it. So I did manage to get it to all-wheel drive. But you've also got the likes of the Celicas. Here is the B700 Celica. That's quite fast. And then you've got all these others. But I'd probably suggest the Celica or the Supra or this one, taking into consideration new players and how well they handle and that. Right, now where are we at? So we'll do this one next. So Street Scene Classic Collectibles. This is one where you're in the Bentley, and it's B700 Rare Classics. Yay. So there aren't many of these in the auto show. Well, there are quite a few actually, but they're all really expensive, like in the millions. So I tried to pick a couple that were quite cheap. So here's one of them, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA Stradale for 965 in the auto show for 300,000, and that's quite a fast and lightweight car as well. So quite good for Street Scene. I also have an A-class tune for that. You've got, this is the car you win, you've got all these, as you can see, these are millions. That one's okay, 600,000, doesn't really turn that well. I mean, none of them do really, because they're rare classics, but you know what I mean. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I did the Porsche 356A Speedster, that's in the auto show also for 300,000. That's quite fast, again, doesn't really turn, but typical. This one with the Forzathon last week, don't have a B700 tune for it, but quite a good car. And then if you've got the money or you have the cars, you can use like that, for instance, or anything else. But I just tried to pick cheap ones. So the Alfa or the Porsche are probably my best bets for new players especially. Right, next one. Where are they all? Here's one. So Road Racing Series, that's 70s Championship. This is one where you win the brand new Honda, which I'll be doing a video on in a few days, and it's B class 1970s. Yay. Fun, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Right, B class. Actually, I'll do DC and B. Oh no, I'll just do that. Hang on. Oh, sort. Yeah. 1970s. Right, there we go. Finally. Right, so as you can see, I've got S1 and S2 cars here, but it's just so you can see if I've got them tuned to higher classes that you can actually use them. So if we just go through, I'll let you see and see if there's any cars that take your interest and that I might have tunes for. I'll try and point out a couple as we go past. So this one especially, that's a fast car as well. I like that one. That one, also very fast. Quite a lot of them have got lower or higher class tunes on them, but that one's another version of the Falcon that's not a very good tune. The Mustangs, they're all quite nice cars. The Lotus, whichever you fancy really, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. That one's really fast in straight lines but not great at turning, so whichever you fancy really. but obviously I'd suggest grippy cars really. Right, so where's the last one? Oh, there it is. So cross country series strike. This is one where you win the boots and you need an A-class bowler. So I was thinking really hard and I didn't know which bowler to take, and I wasn't really sure, and it took me really long to make the decision. And eventually I came to the decision of the 2012 Bowler EXR-S, and I'll put information about that in the description so you can have a look. But I shall say no more. So that's the one we used for the danger sign and attempted the speed trap in. So you'll obviously have to own it for this championship because that's the car I'm suggesting. So you can download that tune for the stunts as well if you want. So it's quite a powerful car and steers quite well. So yeah, probably the best bowler you can get, to be honest, really, and it's in the auto show as well, so that's even more brilliant. Right, and then finally the games, just to end this really long video because I failed on the speed trap. So Spring Games is at Mortimer Gardens and you need an A-class Mercedes-Benz. So Mercedes AMG counts, but Mercedes-Benz AMG does count. So you can't have any of these 9 because they're Mercedes AMG, but then apparently you can have a Mercedes A45 AMG that's in Benz and not AMG. God knows how that works, but hey, not my decision, is it? So the A45 is a quite nice car, obviously not really built for games off-road, but it's a good car. That one's really good, lots of power. That one just looks shocking. You can use that one stock, that's alright. What other ones have I got? Well, there's loads really, but it can't be an AMG. It can be a something AMG, but it can be an AMG. Apparently. Yeah, alright. The X-Class if you have it, that Top Gear one if you've done the Top Gear chapter things. That's alright-ish. Obviously it's a truck, but still. Hey ho. So whichever you fancy for the games, because you don't really have to win anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. Right, so that sums up today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry that I failed on the speed trap, but like I said, I suggested a few cars for it anyway. So I hope you enjoy getting the new car and all the other quite rubbish prizes this week. But do try and get the Formula Drift Nissan because it's a very nice car. And enjoy taking your photos with the Queen at the castle. So don't forget to check out my Forzathon guide. I'll leave a link to that in the description. And if you have any questions or just anything else to say, do put it in the comments and I'll sure reply and give it a heart and all that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, that really helps out. We have 38 subscribers at the moment. We got quite a lot of views on the Forzathon video from last night, so the content is really improving and the amount of views and stuff is really improving. So thank you to all the guys and girls maybe that are supporting me. It really helps to produce more good content. So again, any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll leave all things that I've said, I'll put in the description. So I hope to see you in the next one. So goodbye.